Gucci. Two-tone my Lambo, that's drippy. But I left the bottle, now she tipsy. Can't trust these hoes cause they hippie. I know that your best friend gon' slide now. Party at my house, that's a vibe now. Pulling on these hoes like LeBron now. You spitting off the top, it's a freestyle. Hey, I'm about to run it up. I'm about to pull up in that motherfucking Billy truck. Hey, got some bad bitches in it, about to fuck it up. Hey, and we taking shit.
What's up, Danny gang? Welcome back to our channel. So judging by the title, y'all already know I'm about to hit y'all with the February wrap up. So basically in this video, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but now that I'm reading more and having so much fun with it, I thought that I would incorporate more reading and book videos on my channel. So the month of February, I read, I want to say 4 books. I thought it was 5, but when I looked back, it looks like I read 4 books in February, which honestly, if you guys watch like a lot of booktubers and stuff, that's not a lot. But for me, that's a lot. Just getting back into reading this year and everything, reading 4 books in 1 month is actually really good for me, and I'm super excited about it. So as the months progress, I'm going to be keeping track of it, and hopefully I reach my goal by the end of the year. So yeah, if you want more information or want to see like what I'm reading, when I'm reading it, go ahead and follow me on Goodreads. I'll use the link down below. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. But before this video even gets started, I need you guys to know that I am now accepting new members of the Danny Gang. If you want to be a member of the gang, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. After you hit the bell, put your fists up. Y'all gotta fight me. After you fight me and you're jumped in, you're a lifetime member. Period. 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 So if you guys want to know the order that I read these books, then like I said, head over to Goodreads. I can't remember the order that I read them in, but I do know everything that I read. So if you guys have watched me before, or if you guys have watched any of my like book videos, y'all know that I create these itty bitty books when I complete a book and I throw them in a mason jar. So that way at the end of the year, I'm hoping to see this jar full of mini books. And something that's so cool is I got my boyfriend on it, so he actually wants me to make him mini books as he finishes a book. So I just think that's awesome, because reading is fundamental. So anyway, y'all, I don't want this video to be too long, so let's just jump right in. So like I said, I can't remember how I finished, like which book I read first, but I want to say I read and finished The Hunting Party. So here is the mini book for The Hunting Party. I read on my Kindle, and I also read physical books. So I happen to have the physical book of The Hunting Party. And basically, if you don't know what this is about, it's about a group of friends. They go to a secluded remote location for a New Year's party. Somebody ends up dead, and the whole book is just finding out who killed the person, why, what happened. And y'all, when I say honestly, this book was a little bit slow starting, but the middle and the end, all the shocking secrets and details and like everything that transpired in this book, absolutely amazing. I want to say I gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads. This is by Lucy Foley, the same author that wrote The Guest List. And she also wrote another book that I finished in February, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, Lucy Foley, she is one of the sweetest authors I know. And I don't know her personally, but anytime I post her like on social media, I send her a DM, she responds. And she's just the sweetest being ever. And I have read, I want to say this was the 3rd book I read, and then the next book that I'll show you guys is going to be the 4th book. So yeah, The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley, 4 stars. Highly recommend. Like I said, I mean, you can't mess up that plot. Like, I love to read psychological thrillers, so yeah, this one was really, really, really good. So yeah, gonna just throw it in my little jar. Like I said, having this is just so nice, because I just hold myself accountable, and I want to hurry up and finish books so I can make more mini books. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in there. The next book I read, like I said, was another book by Lucy Foley, which was The Paris Apartment. So yeah, these are just some of the books that I have on my Kindle, and I did read The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. When I say y'all, absolutely amazing. It came out in February. I want to say it came out February 22nd, and yeah, I got it ASAP. So initially I had the hardcover book, but then I got my Kindle and I was traveling, so I returned the hardcover, and I've just been reading it solely on my Kindle. And I actually gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. So I linked my Goodreads account to my Kindle so you can kind of see that I gave it 5 stars. And basically I'll put a picture of the book on the side of the screen. But basically the Paris Apartment is kind of like The Guest List and The Hunting Party, where it's about a group of people, not necessarily friends. This book is in Paris, and it's about a woman that goes to visit her brother Ben. And when she gets there, he's not there. He's missing. His phone is there. Everything is there. His little moped is there. He's just disappeared. He's not answering her phone calls. So basically, the whole book is about her trying to talk to the people in the apartment building. They're all acting weird. They're acting real sus. So she's basically just investigating and trying to find some friends and some allies that will help her find her brother Ben. So it was really, really, really good. I anticipated that release. I got it the day of. I finished it like super, super quick. I want to say I finished it in a week. And that's only because obviously after work and stuff. But yeah, The Paris Apartment, super, super good. 5 stars on Goodreads. Highly recommend anything by Lucy Foley. So I'm going to go ahead and put The Paris Apartment in the mason jar. I mean, I love that. So yeah, the next book that I read in February was a book by Stephen King called The Mist, and a friend from work actually let me borrow that book. So I'll throw that book on the side of the screen so you guys can see. And basically The Mist is about a man and his son. They go into the city to grab some groceries because it was just like a bad storm. In the distance, while he's still at home, he does see like this mist forming and getting closer, but he didn't think anything of it. He was just like, maybe that's just, you know, some aftermath from the storm. Him and his son and a friend headed into the city, and all hell breaks loose, y'all. They get caught in this convenience store, and anytime anyone goes into the mist, they don't come out. So this whole book is about these people in the convenience store trying to figure out how to get out the mist, how to get away, what is it in the mist, what's going on. And it's just a really creepy thriller. If you have read anything by Stephen King, you already know how he get down. This was honestly the first book that I read by Stephen King, and I'm forever grateful to my coworker that let me borrow it because I'm hooked. I'm already anticipating my next Stephen King read. So yeah, it was really, really good. And like I said, this is my mini book, and I want to say I gave it, let me see if I can see it on here. I want to say I gave it 5 stars as well. Like, I'm very generous with my stars. Like, if it's a book that captivates me and I finish it in like a day or two, like, yeah. I want to say I finished The Mist in about 3 days, which is absolutely amazing because my goal is to read and get intertwined with as many books as possible. But yeah, I don't have no Goodreads, but like I said, click the link and it'll go show you guys all my reviews. The next book that I read in February was Verity, y'all. And as you guys can see, it is on my Kindle Red. I want to say I know I gave this 5 stars. I want to say I know, but let me just take a peek and see on Goodreads what I gave it. Pretty sure it was 5 stars, y'all. Boom. Yep, I gave this a 5-star freaking review, y'all. I finished Verity in 5 hours. 5 hours. I actually took this book with me when Babe was having surgery, and I read it the whole time he was in surgery and a little bit after when we got to the room and got settled, y'all. So this was my first book that I read by Colleen Hoover. Absolutely incredible author, but she's known for writing romance. I'm not that kind of girl. I don't really like romance books. I'm not into rom-coms. Anytime I pick up a book, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a psychological thriller because that's just how my brain works. But this was a book that she wanted to do something different with. I read a little bit about her, and she wanted to kind of switch it up, still have that romance aspect, but kind of switch it up. So basically, this book is about a woman, and let me get the name. I want to say her name is Laura. I'm really bad with names. Lauren, and she was kind of sought out by a gentleman named Jeremy Crawford, and Verity Crawford. Verity Crawford is the author. So she's an author in a book, and they needed someone to come in and continue writing the rest of the books because she got into a bad car accident. So Jeremy Crawford seeked out, he found Laura, and he wanted her to continue writing the books. They offered her a whole bunch of money, told her she could come to the house, you know, do research and kind of get a feel for what she would be ghostwriting. When she gets to the house, she finds a manuscript that was written by Verity, and in that manuscript, all hell breaks loose, y'all. She finds out so much. Verity and Jeremy had 3 kids. 2 of their daughters passed away, and it's just a whirlwind of what the hell is going on. 5 stars. Like I said, read it in 5 hours. Absolutely amazing. Totally recommend. I probably will read another book by Colleen Hoover just because I like this one so much. But like I said, she is a big romance writer. That's just not my thing. So yeah, I did read Verity by Colleen Hoover, and I want to say that is everything I read. I did bring out One Step Too Far by Lisa Gardner, but I feel like I read this either in January. I think I read this I read this in January, so we're gonna leave this out. But yeah, read 4 books in February. I loved them all. I'm currently in March, and I am reading You Can Run, and I'll show you guys that. So yeah, I've really been enjoying reading like on my Kindle and solely on my Kindle. For one, it's comfortable. The Kindle is super lightweight, and I just absolutely love it. But this is the book I'm currently reading. It is You Can Run by Rebecca Zanetti. Y'all, this is really good. It's a psychological thriller. It's about an FBI agent that hunts and finds serial killers, and she meets up with a guy named Huck, and they, you know, get together and they try to figure out what's going on. But again, a lot of twists and stuff. I'm 50% done with this book. I'm on page 182. So yeah, this is the first book that I am finishing in March. I plan on kind of finishing, like taking a week per book, unless I have extra time. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all let me know down below if you guys have have read any of these books, because y'all, they were really good. And if you guys like this type of video and want me to do more, let me know in the comments down below. And moving forward, I'll let you guys know if there are any spoilers, and I'll go more into detail. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an overview and February wrap up, and on to March. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.